Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm your host, Troy from Roger Productions, and welcome to another Zelda Breath of the Wild discussion video. In this video, I wanted to discuss something that's been on my mind for quite a while now, and that is when will we get our next Zelda title after Breath of the Wild releases? I'm pretty sure a lot of you think we're not going to get one for a while. That's where I want to talk about what I think. This is pure speculation, nothing is confirmed. This is just my opinion on what's going to happen. So let's get right into this. So, Breath of the Wild took about roughly 5 to 6 years to develop. And that's mainly because it was basically new territory for Nintendo. They've never developed this of a massive open world game. They've never really had realistic physics in a game. So this was all new territory for Nintendo. So a lot of research and development was taking place to make this game, and that's why it took so long and so many delays, because they were experimenting with this new type of gameplay mechanics. So I think we are going to be seeing the next Zelda title around 2020. And when I say 2020, I mean it could be revealed in 2020 or it can be released in 2020. Somewhere around there, we're going to get the new title. I think this is going to happen because, for one, they spent so much time and money developing the engine for Breath of the Wild, and I don't think Nintendo would just scrap that engine and start fresh on another Zelda title. I'm pretty sure they're going to recycle this engine in some sort of way and reuse it for the next title. So basically, I think that the next Zelda title is going to be Breath of the Wild 2, not named Breath of the Wild 2, but it's going to look the same. I don't even mean to say look the same, because it's not going to look the same. It's going to look better, but it's going to be based off the same engine and same physics and everything. And I just think that they're going to borrow a lot of assets from Breath of the Wild over to the new title to shorten development time, because we are going to be seeing an exclusive Zelda for Switch, unlike we did with the Wii U. They're going to make sure that we get an exclusive Zelda that was made originally for the Switch. And to do that, they're going to have to borrow from Breath of the Wild's engine, because there's no way they're going to be able to start fresh on a brand new engine again, even since they have the physics engine done. I don't think they're going to start fresh on a new game engine, because the Switch, in my opinion, it's not going to last as long as a normal generation. I think this console is going to be successful, but I don't think it's going to last a 5-year or 6-year cycle like the Wii did, and the Wii U was about 4 years, and I think that's what the Switch is going to be. It's going to be a roughly 4-year console, unless they decide to do hardware upgrades like they did with the 3DS XL. Now they have the new 3DS XL, and they upgrade the internals. Anyways, like with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, there was a very short period between those two titles, because Majora's Mask borrowed basically everything from Ocarina of Time. So they basically already had the game made. They just had to recreate a new kind of world, which didn't take that long because they've already had the engine made, and the game looked better. They added a few things here and there, and they changed up the gameplay, and it felt fresh. But still, it looked the same, as Ocarina of Time, but it still felt fresh and new. And I think that's what we're going to be seeing with the new Zelda title. It's going to feel like Breath of the Wild. It's going to look like Breath of the Wild did, but it's going to feel fresh. So we're going to have a new world. It's going to be something different, but art-wise and visual-wise, it's going to look like Breath of the Wild, just revamped, taking more advantage of the Switch hardware. Another thing, Breath of the Wild is setting the new standard for Zelda games, especially if it becomes successful, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be successful, because Ocarina of Time, I'm not trying to compare to Ocarina of Time, but Ocarina of Time set the standard for all of the previous Zeldas we played. Okay, since Ocarina of Time, they've used that same formula on Majora's Mask, on Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword, where we have a set path. We have to complete dungeons in order to complete the game, and blah, blah, blah. It's just that formula they've been using. And now I'm pretty sure that Breath of the Wild, if successful, if everyone enjoys it, is going to be the new standard for Zelda games, where they're going to base their new Zelda games off of Breath of the Wild's formula. Open world, do what you want, go wherever you want. That's going to be the new standard for Zelda. And since they have finally finished this open world Zelda, they know how to implement that go anywhere mechanic. And so the next title the development will move much more smoothly, and there won't be so many hiccups like there was in Breath of the Wild, because it won't be new territory anymore for Nintendo. They've been doing this for 5 years now in this game, so the development for the new game will move much more quicker. And yeah, I'm just saying that the new title coming for Switch, the development is going to be probably cut in half compared to what Breath of the Wild took. It's probably going to be a 3 or 4 year, probably 3-year development. And I know it's like way too soon to be talking about the next Zelda. We haven't even gotten Breath of the Wild in our hands yet, but I've just been thinking about it because I really think Nintendo is going to capitalize on this engine they've created for Breath of the Wild and reuse it, recycle it for profit, which is a very smart business decision. And I wouldn't mind another Breath of the Wild looking Zelda. I love the art style they chose with this. I love the way it looks. And like I said, it's not going to look exactly the same. They're going to take advantage of the Switch hardware because this is a Wii U game. You got to remember that this game is a Wii U game. It looks like a Wii U game, and this is definitely doesn't, push the Switch to its max graphical output. Definitely the new title is going to look much more crisp. Whatever they choose to change the art style there, it's going to look much better. And a really big hint to there being a Breath of the Wild sequel is that Aonuma stated in an interview with this completionist is that at the end of the Breath of the Wild development, he still wanted to add stuff to the game.
方をしてたんで、実は終わってからもまだね、育てたいってない気がしていて、それをどうしようかなって今思って。
That's a huge giveaway that he was not finished with this game, and that they're going to be working on a sequel and adding stuff that they didn't have time to add to Breath of the Wild into the new title for Switch that they're working on. Probably right now, they probably already started early development. Probably half the development for Breath of the Wild was designing the engine and getting that physics engine to work. And then the other half was actually making the game itself. So now that they have the engine and they have the physics engine, it's all done. They can reuse it, borrow assets, and have 3 years to actually develop the game instead of develop engines. So I'm not a game developer. I don't know exactly how it works, but I know that borrowing from a previous game helps with development time drastically. So I'm pretty sure, this is just my opinion, I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing an Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Breath of the Wild sequel in the next 3 years. So the conclusion of this discussion is that Breath of the Wild is going to be getting a sequel of some sort, and we are going to be seeing it within the next 3 or 4 years at the most. And it's going to borrow from Breath of the Wild's engine and physics engine, and that's what's going to happen. That's what I think it's going to happen, and you've heard it here first. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. Do you think that I'm totally wrong, or do you agree with some of the things I said? And when do you think we're going to get the next Zelda title, if you care? Because I know, like I said, it is way too early to be talking about this, but I've been thinking about it, and I just wanted to make a video and discuss it with you guys. So let me know what you think, and make sure to subscribe here at Rajant Productions for more Zelda Breath of the Wild videos. Come March 3rd, I'm going to be playing the heck out of the game, streaming it, uploading playthroughs, and please consider giving this video a like, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.